everyone? I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silver Crow, and today we're going to react to Best Practical Joke, the uncensored version by Josh Wolf. So I can't wait. So let's get started.
So there's a bunch of this that if you haven't seen it live, you haven't seen most of the worst things that happened to my friend. So he asked me to throw him a bachelor party. I said no, and I said no because I know me, and I know that if you ask me to do something seriously for you, I'm not gonna. Like, as soon as he asked me, I was like, well, I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna do something terrible to him, you know? And I said, you don't want me to do this, dude. You just don't want me to. I'm gonna fuck up your day. And he goes, nah, man, you've been to Vegas more than any of us. Just plan the party and get the girl. I said, all right. So I did get him a girl from the end of the party. And one thing, by the way, that I haven't talked about is I did get him a girl. There was a girl in the hotel room waiting for him for the end. But when I told him, I go, you gotta go in that other room, he didn't trust me to go because I had just unleashed the fury on him. You know what I mean? So Lapis went to somebody else. I was like, oh, I can't let it go to waste. I mean, shit, you know? So I said, all right, I'll get you the girl. But I wanted something that entertained me at the top of the party. And what entertains me is weird shit, guys. I like weird shit. Weird shit
Same.
makes me laugh. Weird, I think I could find something weird for him. I went on Craigslist in Vegas. And I was just looking through it. And there's so many good weird things on Craigslist. I'm scrolling through and I pass all the sex stuff and I land on the weird. And the weird was 3 words and her phone number. And the advertisement just said, I'll wrestle ya. And I was like, fuck yeah, you will. That at least deserves a phone call, you know? So I call her on the phone. Now on the phone, she told me she was 6 foot 250. On the phone. And she told me that her skill set is she comes to your house, she gets naked, she beats the shit out of you for a little while. And I was like, well, what time can you get her? And so she asked me, by the way, she did ask me, she goes, you want me to send you a picture? I go, well, you painted a pretty good picture. I know who's coming over. You don't need to validate yourself. All you said is 6 foot 250, and after that it was like, wah, 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 wah. Now, so she shows up at the hotel, and I'm the only one there. Now, here's the first thing my friend never wanted me to tell you. Ready for this? First thing he never wanted me to tell you is when I opened the door, 6 foot was real. 250. Not real.
Oh.
She was deep into the threes. Deep into the threes. And I asked her, I go, hey, how come you didn't tell me you were over 250 pounds? And she said, well, I didn't want to scare you away. And I told her, I go, hey, just so you know, for the future of your business, anybody who's calling about 250 isn't scared of 300. You can charge me extra, is all I'm saying. But you should be charging by the pound, but I'm not your manager. So. And so she was holding a foot-long sub at 24 buffalo wings. She just waved them at me. She goes, you got a room where I could go fuel up before the match? And I was like, first of all, fuck yes I do. Right from there, actually. I said, second of all, you should know that the person you're wrestling today doesn't know there's going to be a match. I don't know if that changes your professional approach at all, but I thought you should know, right? So she goes off into her room to eat, I'm assuming. And my buddy comes over and he's sitting down on the stool and I got him blindfolded. And here are a couple other things that he never wanted me to tell you. He's the squarest square I've ever met in my life. He's marrying his high school sweetheart.
Aww.
He's never seen another woman naked before. Guys, you understand? This is only the second naked woman he will ever have seen. He's gonna fuck him up. I can't wait. You know what I mean? He sent me a text 2 weeks before I'm so excited, and I was like, huh. Me too. Hey guys, I just sit back and I was looking at him for a second. Both of them. My buddy, 5'8", 140, blindfolded, trembling like a leaf, on a stool, standing in front of him, naked, 6 foot, deep into the threes. And I'm just looking at the two of them and I'm thinking to myself, this was a good purchase.
Uh-huh.
Zero buyer's remorse on this purchase. I am already 100%. I have 3 kids. This is already the best night of my fucking life. But I've known this dude forever, man. So I lean into him. I go, man, I just want to make sure we're cool. I know you're married to your high school sweetheart and your life partner, but you've got a naked woman standing in front of you. Do you want me to send her home? And he gets serious. He goes, you better not. I said, well, just remember you said that, and let's get started, you know? And I take off his blindfold. And the only word he could get out of his mouth before she ripped him out of his chair was, why? And she yanked him up in the air, and his little feet were dangling in the air.
God, no!
She started tossing around the room like a rag doll, and I was like, that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah!
She would jump on top of him, and he had to push her fat out of his face to talk to us. He was like, tell her to stop! How long is she gonna be here? I can't breathe! Why does she smell like buffalo wing sauce? Right? At one point in time, she had her knees on his elbows, pinning him down to the ground, and she was just beating him in the face with her titties. And these aren't 5'2", 110-pound, big, big titties. This is 6 foot deep into the threes. Just. That's how big her titties were. They made that noise through the air. Just. It was like being hit with a tin missile. Just.
Boom!
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like, if you close your eyes, it sounded like a titty pterodactyl. Just. You know, like in the Rocky movies, when he get hit by a punch and his whole face would go, oh. One titty was like, right? So, look. If you've seen the video online, it cuts right now to me talking about her standing here and him standing here mad. So what he never let me tell you is why he was so mad. So I will tell you.
Oh, I can't wait.
She stands up to take a rest. He's on his knees. Here's a couple things you need to know that have been happening all night that he obviously never wanted me to tell you. First of all, she's been undressing him the whole night. So at this point of the night, he's wearing boxers, one sock. Oh, it's been a rough night for my man, you know what I mean? It's not been a good time for him, you know? So, here's another thing. By the way, you have to know how much I love this woman. We all went out and got fucked up after the party. She was amazing. Guys, let me tell you how much of a gangster this woman was. One of my buddies got so drunk he couldn't walk out of the bar. She picked him up over the shoulder. Fireman carried him out of the fucking bar. And let me tell you why she was so good. You know how you're kind of bouncy when you're getting fireman carried, right? He's bouncing, and at one point he just looks up and she goes, he just looks up and goes, I think she just farted in my face, right? She didn't miss a beat. She just goes, that's right, bitch. I was like, I love this woman, you know? But so, the other thing I really liked about her is that she was really passionate about her job. I like people who like what they do. And she paid attention to detail. How did I know that? So her one sock, leaving that on, was important to her. That was attention to detail. That was her way of telling him, hey, you don't get to decide shit tonight. Because he hated that one sock. He hated it because he could never get his footing. He always slipped when he tried to brace himself, right? So he hated it, so he kept taking it off and throwing it across the room. But every time he did, Like a bitch. Every time she did, there was a little tear that came to my eye. I'm like, I love you so much. Guys, he was head to toe sweat. She had been beating the shit out of him for 20 or 25 minutes. And I know a lot of people think that's hyperbole when I say it. It is not. She was noticeably bigger, more than twice his size. She was legitimately way stronger than him. And here's how you can tell someone is stronger than another human being. Because there were parts of the night, and this still makes me laugh when I think about it. There were parts of the night where she would... the visual is creepy. Where she would just grab him by the shoulders, and this is how you can tell she was stronger than him. She would just grab him by the shoulders and just fucking shake him. And his whole body. You know,
Oh no.
He looked like you know those wind socks out in front of a tire store that he. It looked like he didn't have any bones in his little body. She was just fucking him up. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, she's gonna rearrange his organs. Like he's in trouble. You know? He was breathing like this. Because every time she got him on the ground, she would smother him with her gigantic boobs, and I guess he couldn't breathe. Because when she moved her boobs, his head would pop up like this. Like he'd been underwater for 20 minutes, just... Right? So she's standing here. She just fucked him up, and he goes to crawl off the floor. He didn't get up and walk. This dude has no energy for that. He's crawling off the floor. And she's standing on the other side of the room, and she gave him what I like to call 5 feet of hope.
5 feet of hope.
Because he really thought he was about to get away. You know what I mean? And she just took like 2 giant strides, grabbed him by the ankle, looked at all of us, and just went. She was so much stronger than him. Both of his legs popped up in the air, right? Bam! He landed on the ground, and she starts to slowly drag him back to the middle of the room. He doesn't want any part of the middle. The middle of the room is where the bad shit happens. You know what I mean? That is his sunken space. My man does not want any part of the middle of the room. You know what I mean? And he's grabbing at things, but she just keeps yanking him along. By the way, when she was dragging him slowly like a caveman, she was eyeballing all of us. Yo, I was like, I'm kind of hard right now. I'm scared and aroused at the same time. I don't know
Scared aroused.
She brings him back to the middle of the room. And you'll know why he never wanted me to tell the story. She brings him back in the middle of the room. She picks him up by the ankle with this hand. And with this hand, boing, checks the oil. Finger in the asshole, right? A finger that we found out later still had buffalo wings on it. Yeah, that's why he was so mad. It makes a lot more sense now, right? Yo, my man snapped. He was just sitting there, and you know when you've seen your buddy snap and they just go dead face? He was just like... And he just looks at her and he goes, I'm gonna fuck you up. She wasn't even nervous. She wasn't scared. She'd just been beating this little dude up for almost a half an hour, you know what I mean? She just had digitally raped him. She's got no problems with this dude, you know? And he makes the threat and she just goes...
All right.
And he...
Finish her.
Right out, and screams at the top of his lungs, I'm gonna take you down! And he takes off and just starts sprinting. She's just kind of standing there, and he ran into her with everything he had. And, by the way, great form tackle. Head up, shoulder in, it made that loud slap, because they were both shirtless. You know? It was amazing. And he hit her hard, and he tried to take her down. And I'm going to tell you something right now. He did not. It happened exactly the way all of you were picturing it happening. Because when his little body hit hers, she just absorbed him for a second, you know? He even disappeared. I was like, hey, where the fuck did he go? And then she just, boom, shot him out of her. Woo! And he slid on the floor, and my friend She told me later the night would have been over, but he challenged me. Nobody challenges me.
Goddamn right.
So she's standing there and she goes, "You want to see my finishing move? You want me to finish him?" And I was like,
All right.
if I had known the finishing move was on the menu, I'd have ordered that motherfucker at the beginning of the party. You got a finishing move? Let's see that, right? So she's standing next to him. She goes, "Finishing move?" And we go, "Yeah." She goes, "You want that finishing move?" And we go, "Yeah." She goes, "Finishing move?" And we go, "Yeah." And then she just sat on his
No!
Guys, this dude's head disappeared.
Oh
All
God.
you could see were his tiny arms slapping her back. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was like a reverse birth. It was fun stuff, right? Now, a couple other things. So I run into his dad. By the way, this is when you know you pulled a good practical joke. Good practical jokes are any jokes that continue to pay dividends for you long after you get jokes. So I run into his dad about a month and a half after the party, 2 weeks before the wedding. And he goes to me, he goes, "Hey, you're not coming to the wedding?" I was uninvited to the wedding, by the way. Totally worth it. So I would trade a friend today for a story like that. Fuck him.
Yep.
I gotta show you how he uninvited me. This is my favorite part of the story. This is my favorite part of the story. She had just gotten off of man. And he stands up and he goes, "You're not coming to the wedding!"
Oh, oh, oh.
I'm good now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something else. And this never gets told, alright? So he developed a nickname that night. I'm part of being a storyteller is answering your own fucking questions. So if you shut up for a second, I will get to it. Thanks. I know you're annoying me from up here. I can only imagine what's happening to the people you're sitting next to. If it was earlier in the show, I'd address it, but I'm like, I'm gonna be out of here in 10 minutes, so she'll just annoy those people too. Okay. So this is the nickname. Okay. So he gets up, and he's walking out of the living room to go into the bathroom to hang himself on the side. And my friend, I have a friend of mine who was there, and he's one of the darkest. He has one of the darkest sense of humor, which is one of the reasons that I think, he's one of my dear friends. And but he was sitting there, and I knew he had something up his sleeve because he got a little smile on his face when my buddy was walking up to him. My buddy's walking up to him, and this is the nickname he got. He goes, "Damn, man, you look like a glazed donut." So I wasn't invited to the wedding, but I made all the groomsmen glazed donut t-shirts. And when he was walking down the aisle, they all just gave him a "what's up?"
Oh.
And then his mom, the week after the wedding, called me and was like, "Do you have any extra of those cute glazed donut t-shirts?" She goes, "I love glazed donuts." I'm like, "Yeah, so does your son." Oh, I've got her one for every day of the week.
Yes.
My buddy called me, he was like, "My mom loves that fucking t-shirt, man."
Oh.
But anyways, his dad goes, "You not coming to the wedding?" I go, "No." And he said, "Why not?" And I said, "Oh. Tim didn't tell you?" And he goes, "No. Is there a story?" And I go, "Do you have a couple minutes? Sit down, sit down." And then his dad used that story as his best man speech. The wedding. And I asked him, I go, "Hey, why would you do that to your son?" And he goes, "Tim shouldn't have been such a pussy."
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. All right. That is it for this video. Man, that was literally, man, wow, okay, whew. I needed a good laugh, and we're gonna continue with the next one, and it's a surprise. It's someone that I met a few years back. So I will do his video next. So leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and like and comment, subscribe to Josh Wolf's channel. The dude's really funny, and he got my favorite type of sense of humor. So until next time, peace out. Kakui.